General Hospital spoilers tease that viewers are living through a particularly thrilling chapter as they witness one of the most powerful and emotional comebacks the show has seen in recent times. The strong, radiant return of Kirsten Storms as Maxie Jones. This isn't just a simple return from hiatus. Kirsten has stunned and moved the fan community by reintroducing Maxie with a completely renewed image, not only more beautiful and healthier, but more mature, sharper, and more empowered than ever before. This dramatic transformation goes beyond appearances or presence. It's seeping into the very core of the character, opening up new, complex, and highly dramatic narrative possibilities. For years, Maxie Jones has been a beloved character, cherished for her authenticity, sensitivity, and the way she juggles work, family, and the chaotic relationships of Port Charles. But with this new portrayal from Kirsten Storms, audiences are witnessing a very different evolution, a Maxie who's no longer just supporting central characters, but stepping into the spotlight herself, shaping her destiny and driving key storylines forward. This change is no accident. It's the result of a long journey that both Kirsten as an actress and Maxie as a character have silently and resiliently endured together. The transformation began with Kirsten's real-life experience. Having once had to step away due to serious health issues and surgeries, she faced long recovery periods. But instead of giving up, Kirsten chose to come back, not just to reclaim a role, but to prove she's stronger, more self-aware, and more in control. That confidence now radiates through Maxie. Fans immediately notice that Maxie is no longer the fragile woman reeling from heartbreaks, nor someone who merely sacrifices for her children or chases unworthy men. She's emerging as a woman of strength, someone who knows what she wants and is ready to go after it, even if it means confronting the most powerful forces in Port Charles. And viewers love it. They're not only praising Kirsten's glowing appearance, her neat hairstyle, healthy figure, and confident smile, but are especially impressed by her nuanced acting, full of emotional depth, reflecting real personal growth. Today's Maxie no longer evokes pity, but admiration. She retains her trademark charm and wit, but she's now someone who makes tough choices, stands up to power, and no longer fears loss, because she's learned that survival isn't about avoiding pain, but about controlling it. The writer's new storyline for Maxie reflects this profound change. Rumors suggest she'll play a pivotal role in the brewing conflicts at Crimson, potentially acting as a bridge, or a wedge, between the warring factions in the media world. Maxie's personal life is also being reshaped, no longer centered around finding love, but around maintaining power, protecting her children, and building a future untethered from her past or fear. Fans feel this reinvention of Maxie is authentic, organic, and deeply believable. Excitement spikes every time Kirsten appears on screen, with fan forums filled with praise, shared screenshots, and quoted lines, all pointing to the mounting anticipation that Maxie could soon become the focal point of a major upcoming arc. Many are even calling on the showrunners to give Maxie her own storyline, a narrative big enough to explore all the shadows, emotional conflicts, and psychological strength that Kirsten Storms is now more than capable of conveying. The audience's enthusiasm stems not just from seeing a familiar face again, but from witnessing a real journey, of a woman who faced fear, overcame pain, and came back to own her story. And when that journey is reflected on screen through Maxie, it becomes something no script could write better, a living, breathing, inspiring truth that no one can look away from. To viewers today, Kirsten Storms is not just Maxie Jones. She's a symbol of resilience, proof that true beauty doesn't lie in never falling, but in rising again, stronger and more determined than ever. And they, GH's loyal audience, are watching, cheering, and walking with her through every emotion, every chapter, with the firm belief that Maxie's new golden age, and Kirsten's, is just beginning. Maxie Jones is about to enter a brand new chapter in her life in Port Charles as she officially becomes the new face of Deception, one of the most glamorous and influential cosmetic brands in the General Hospital universe. This marks not just a major career move, but a bold strategic step that places Maxie at the eye of a storm, where beauty, power, fame, and manipulation will collide like never before. With this daring change, Maxie must now face not only the dazzling spotlight, but also silent attacks from both rivals and allies, people who feel threatened by her unstoppable rise. Deception has long been a dominant force in Port Charles's beauty industry, where brand ambassadors are chosen not just for looks or fame, but for their ability to shape market trends, command public trust, and control media narratives. Maxie's promotion is not merely promotional, it's a declaration. She's no longer standing behind the scenes, she's leading the charge. For the first time in years, Maxie finds herself at the center of attention, every word, action, and choice she makes directly influencing the brand's image, value, and direction. But with this newfound glory comes a growing storm of pressure and unseen threats. Her rise has disrupted the existing power dynamics within deception, awakening resistance from shadowy figures used to operating behind the scenes, people not ready to accept a newcomer shaking their balance. Former allies start shifting their attitudes. Compliments turn into whispers of doubt, and a quiet war is being waged backstage, where Maxie must juggle her flawless public persona with protecting herself from escalating schemes. The stakes rise even higher as Maxie's personal responsibilities increase. As a mother and a woman shaped by betrayal and pain, she must now learn how to balance her soaring career with the values she's always held dear, family, honesty, and compassion. But the beauty industry is no place for a soft heart. It's a battlefield of strategy, pressure, and ruthless precision, and Maxie must adapt to survive. She has no choice but to grow sharper, tougher, and at times, as calculated as those who once underestimated her. What's even more striking is how Maxie's influence as deception's new face is spilling beyond the brand itself. She's appearing in social campaigns, major interviews, beauty expos, and even gracing the covers of top fashion magazines. Every appearance is scrutinized, dissected, yet garners millions of views, shares, and measurable impact on the market. Maxie has suddenly become the new icon, not just for deception, but for a generation of Port Charles women, strong, once broken, but now shining brighter than ever. And that meteoric rise is drawing danger. Those who once sought to manipulate her now see her as a threat. She's no longer the loyal employee to be directed, she's a potential game changer. Some investors whisper about image control, while former rivals scramble to discredit her. Leaked rumors, twisted narratives, and conveniently timed document leaks hint that a media takedown is on the horizon, with Maxie as the main target. The shift is happening faster than anyone anticipated. And Port Charles is heating up with the wave of influence Maxie now brings. One thing is clear. Maxie Jones is no longer just the face of deception, she's at the epicenter of a power shift in a world where everything can be commodified, manipulated, or destroyed if you're not strong enough to fight back. And Maxie, once the one in the background, is now on the front lines, reins in hand, eyes forward, ready to face down anyone who tries to stop her from redefining herself. The real question now isn't whether she deserves her spot, it's, who will dare challenge Maxie next? And will they be strong enough to bring down a woman who has learned to turn her pain into power? With all this unfolding, General Hospital is heading into a new era of explosive drama, and without a doubt, Maxie is at the center of every wave about to rise. Maxie Jones is gradually emerging as a pivotal figure in a tumultuous and explosive storyline in Port Charles, a journey that sees her not only taking on a new role in the business world of deception, but also becoming increasingly entangled in complex personal relationships. Most notably, she has started supporting Brooke Lynn in caring for Gio, the boy whose shocking truth was recently unveiled. Gio is actually Brooke Lynn's long-lost biological son, a secret long buried in darkness, now slowly coming to light. Maxie is no longer a bystander to this story, she is now on the front lines, helping Brooke Lynn stay grounded, protecting Joe's peace of mind, and trying to maintain stability in a situation that is rapidly spiraling out of control. Her support stems not only from a long-standing friendship with Brooke Lynn but also from a deep empathy forged through her own experiences as a mother. Maxie understands the pain, the helplessness, and the emotional toll of hiding the truth from one's child, because she, too, has faced difficult decisions in the past. That's why, as Brooke Lynn faces a storm of criticism, suspicion, and ruthless public scrutiny. Maxie stands by her, not just as a friend, but as a guardian to the child now at the center of a family tragedy whose resolution remains uncertain. Yet, this is only half the storm Maxie finds herself in. At the same time, she is diving into another silent yet dangerous battle. Protecting Sasha, her close friend and former colleague, from the dark forces quietly targeting her, especially during Sasha's fragile pregnancy. While much of Port Charles remains focused on surface-level events, Sasha's enemies, those who once exploited her past mental health struggles and sought to invade her personal life and assets, are returning with more ruthless intent than ever. Maxie, without being asked, has stepped up as Sasha's shield. She observes, intervenes, and quietly dismantles threats Sasha is unaware of. This role is pushing Maxie into a new gray zone, where she is no longer just a mother, a friend, or a businesswoman. She has become a warrior for other women. Someone willing to risk herself to protect truth, life, and dignity in a world where darkness is always lurking. Standing between two battlegrounds, safeguarding a child who just learned his true identity and a pregnant woman under threat, Maxie is turning into a strange gravitational force, pulling all of Port Charles's chaos toward her. No one can deny that Maxie's storyline is undergoing a powerful transformation. And it's not just a character development, it's one of General Hospital's boldest narrative shifts. Evolving Maxie from a background assistant into a narrative axis capable of influencing the entire show's core. She's no longer merely witnessing others' stories unfold, she's actively shaping them, even defining them in her own way. And the crazy part? Maxie doesn't need a grand title, political power, or financial leverage. All she needs is loyalty, resilience, and unshakable will, and that's what's making everyone else take notice. Her influence is expanding by the day. She's not only helping Brooke Lynn stabilize the situation with Gio but also reawakening Brooke Lynn's maternal instincts, pushing her to face responsibility, overcome fear, and learn to love in a mature way. With Sasha, Maxie is more than support, she's the one person Sasha can trust to help her find balance again after so many losses. And for herself, Maxie is proving she's a woman who cannot be underestimated, soft yet sharp, compassionate yet fierce, like a true warrior. Viewers are witnessing a rare character explosion. Maxie, once a soft glow in the backdrop, now burns brightly like a fire ready to consume falsehoods, injustice, and the lurking forces threatening those she loves. Her storyline is no longer just a piece of General Hospital, it is becoming the epicenter of an emotionally rich, high-stakes universe where anything can happen. And only Maxie can hold it all together. Maxie Jones isn't just changing, she's rising. And there's no doubt now, the arc she's part of has shifted into an entirely new trajectory, where she is no longer a secondary character orbiting around love stories, tangled dramas, or media support roles. She's becoming a true empire within Port Charles, a force not to be underestimated. A power center built from resilience, experience, loyalty, and most importantly, survival. Once impulsive and emotionally driven, Maxie has evolved, shaped by time into a sharp, courageous woman entering a new phase where her decisions affect not just her but entire webs of relationships, power structures, and crucial secrets in Port Charles. She's no longer chasing drama, she's creating it, shaping it, and, at times, ending it on her terms. Her role as the face of deception is just the beginning. Under Maxie's leadership, the brand is no longer merely a cosmetics company, it's being redefined as a powerful media instrument. She orchestrates narratives, controls public image, and influences political and commercial dynamics in the city. Her media campaigns are praised not only for creativity but for hitting emotional chords and shifting public perception. Businesses are aligning with her. Investors seek her out over competitors. And those who once dismissed Maxie now have to admit, she is no longer part of the setting, she is the setting. But Maxie isn't stopping at business. She's delving into deeper societal areas, community outreach, education, even mental health advocacy, where she shares her experience as a mother and a survivor of grief, depression, and recovery. That authentic, relatable yet determined image is helping her build an influence more potent than even the long-standing power players of Port Charles. More importantly, Maxie's character evolution isn't isolated, it's the nexus connecting multiple storylines. She's not only supporting Brooke Lynn with Geo and protecting Sasha, but she's also aligning with other key characters to form a new female power network, one where women are no longer background figures but the writers of their own scripts. Maxie is becoming the center of a multi-layered influence model, a devoted mother, a sharp businesswoman, and now, a strategist, one who knows when to be silent, when to act, and most importantly, when to take control. So what exactly is happening? Maxie is quietly reshaping the soft power structure of Port Charles. While familiar faces like Sunny, Carly, and Valentine grapple with personal crises, Maxie rises as a stable, visionary, and more adaptable force than anyone else. She doesn't need to sit in the mayor's chair or speak from a podium, just a few well-timed media meetings, a viral campaign, or a strategic intervention in someone's relationship. And Maxie can flip the game. And the surprising part is, none of this is built on hard power. Maxie has no bodyguards, secret vaults, or political backers. Her weapons are intellect, empathy, emotional insight, and the ability to pivot in moments no one sees coming. That's why viewers are increasingly captivated by her, not just as a beautiful woman in fashion, but as a living symbol of rebirth and modern female power, where courage outweighs weapons, and compassion can coexist with calculated coldness. Her storyline is expanding, pushing her beyond the safe zones of the past into a more thrilling, dangerous, yet opportunity-filled space. And rather than fearing this transformation, the audience is excited, because they know Maxie is ready. Ready to rule an empire. Ready to face those who once dismissed her. And ready to prove that in Port Charles, you don't have to be mafia or mayor to hold true power. You just have to be Maxie Jones, and that's enough. Kirsten Storms is receiving a powerful wave of support from viewers, not just within Port Charles, but across the entire General Hospital fan community, and this groundswell is proving that she's not merely an actress returning after time away. She's become a living symbol of rebirth, resilience, and a brand new chapter filled with inspiring surprises. While many veteran faces are gradually stepping away from the spotlight, Kirsten, after a long journey battling health issues and personal challenges, has returned with a completely renewed energy, more mature, more introspective, and more compelling than ever before. The warm reception she's receiving isn't just a reflection of the fans' long-standing affection for her, it's a sign of something more powerful happening, a positive shockwave. Viewers are openly calling Kirsten Storms the reborn heart of GH, and they believe she deserves deeper, more prominent storylines than ever before. Recent images of Kirsten, on social media, behind the scenes, and in recent episodes, carry something truly special. She looks healthy, confident, radiant, not in a flashy or performative way, but with a glow that feels deeply authentic. As though she's finally living her truest self. Audiences see it, feel it, and are responding with genuine excitement. Praise continues to pour in, "You're amazing, your return moves us. We want more of Maxie." Proving that fans don't just love her, they're hoping she'll be the one leading new stories, not just existing in them. This is no longer the tale of a beloved supporting character or a well-liked actress. This is a transformation. Kirsten Storms, as Maxie, is increasingly becoming the catalyst for some of the show's most critical developments. The overwhelming support she's receiving is the audience's way of saying they're ready to follow her wherever the writers take her. And that is opening the door to a bold new narrative, one where Maxie isn't just on the sidelines, but is a central force. A woman with the strength to influence, to change, and to rewrite her own destiny. That support hasn't appeared out of nowhere, it's the result of time. Of the dedication and perseverance Kirsten has shown in every role, through every hardship she's endured, both on screen and off. And now, what we're witnessing isn't just a comeback, it's a breakthrough, paving the way for one of the most powerful, emotionally rich storylines General Hospital has ever told. Port Charles is changing, and Maxie, through Kirsten's performance, is the most important catalyst in that transformation. Something new and beautiful is unfolding. And viewers are not only ready to embrace it, they're cheering it on with all the love and loyalty they can give to someone as deserving as Kirsten Storms.